Hey guys, Rip Fletching with an update on my hyper fast static recurve. 52-inch black swan. Anyway, figured out a couple of things. As you can see, I've got string puffs on here. Super quiet. My limb silencers. I've got some Velcro on the riser. Anyway, shooting lights out. So I wanted to go over a little bit of stuff. This bow was designed to have a 5.5-inch brace height. I know that sounds crazy for traditional gear, but we were designing it to be a hyper fast bow. Just push all the way through the drive cycle on getting that arrow up, imparting as much energy as you could to that shaft. And discovered something. So like Asiatic bows, they shoot thumb releases, tabs, things like that. If I do that with this bow, perfect. I can use a leather strap, release, thumb release, whatever, no problems, just shoot straight down the pipe. But I figured out something. When I'm shooting fingers, I was getting a lot of contact with the face of the bow, and I'm like, maybe I've got too much spine, and I was shooting a heavy spine arrow. Playing around, I just had them set up here with my 70-pound bow, so I went and grabbed some others. And I shot 350 spine, 400 spine, and some 630 spines and some 600 spines. So anyway, I went through kind of a whole mix of stuff, and I figured out that a 400 spine with 200 grains up front shot the best. Just shoots like a dart. But it still wanted to shoot to the right. All the arrows were hitting to the right. And I'm a right-handed bow. So if you know anything about traditional archery, that typically means your arrows are too limber, but I knew this wasn't the case because the stiffer the shaft, the more to the right it shot on the target, which theoretically my arrows were too limber, and I knew that wasn't the case. And so I knew it was striking the faceplate. And so anyway, long story short, what was occurring with that ultra low brace height shooting fingers, the arrow did not have time to paradox around the riser. So as you know, when you shoot a bow, the arrow bends and it actually goes around that riser. And whenever you're releasing and your riser length is from here to here, this is your string and this is your riser, this doesn't have enough room to bend. So your arrow shaft does not have enough time to bend from when it lets go. And so it was slamming the butt end of the shaft into the faceplate, kicking it out, making my arrows hit to the right. So what I did, I twisted this up to a 6-inch. It's actually just under 6 inches. I think 6 inches is perfect. I had it at 6, it's stretched a little bit. So we'll just say we took it to 6 inches. At this point now, if I shoot the proper spine, man, it's just game on. Just right down the pipe. I can even go back to shooting these 350 spines. They are pretty heavy up front, so they're 300 grains up front. But man, they just shoot right down the pipe, just like nobody's business. And I can shoot this full range of arrows again, from a 630 to a 350, and they all hit just money on the spot. So anyway, goes back to tuning. If you guys are having some tuning issues, status quo is not always, it's not always simple. Go back and try to figure out what's going on. Look at your pad, see where it's wearing. Oh, another thing I did, actually raised my knock point just a tad bit, trying to make this bow a little bit more forgiving. But between those items, it's dialed in, and just, well, I've Robin Hooded too now with it. So, and I've only had it for one day, but it's just driving them right down the pipe. All right, guys, like and subscribe. I'll see you back in the woods, hopefully. Hey, Jesus Christ is Lord. I'll see you later.